Good afternoon to you, and welcome to the Power Hour. I'm Dave KAuffman, your host for the next 30, 40 minutes, however long this takes. I'm really excited to be with you here this morning and this afternoon, actually. And I'm excited about Thanksgiving. How many of you are excited about Thanksgiving and gratefulness? And I hope you are, because that's what the subject is today, is the power of gratitude. And I have a quote here that I want to read. Gratitude is not only the greatest of all virtues, but the parent of all others. Gratitude is not only the greatest virtue, but the parent of all others. And so I want to talk about the power of gratitude and the benefits of gratefulness in your life, and the maybe even give you some practical ways to practice gratitude or gratefulness in your life, so that you will be a little bit more mindful of things to be grateful for. If I asked you if you are a blessed person, I'm sure most of you would say, yes, I'm very blessed. When was the last time that you counted your blessings? When was the last time you had 10 things that you were grateful for? I hope it wasn't last Thanksgiving. But I'm going to be telling stories today on some people that I've worked with that started practicing gratitude, and they ended up having more to be grateful for. So I believe that gratefulness is the vaccine to depression. I believe gratefulness is the vaccine to negative thinking. And so there's a scripture that Philippians 4, verse 6 through 7 says, don't be anxious about anything, but with gratefulness or gratitude in everything, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which passes all understandings, will guard your hearts and your minds. Okay, so let's dissect this. Don't be anxious about anything. What is anything? Anything. Don't be anxious about anything. So let's dissect the word anxious. What does anxious mean? It doesn't say don't be fearful of anything. Like, I want you to be fearful of a grizzly bear that's charging you head on. I want you to be fearful of that. Fear is a great thing. Fear is designed, it's an emotion, it's a God-given thing that makes you stay alive in a lot of cases. Fear is a good thing. Fear is not anxiety. Anxiety is worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. I promise you, you have never heard anybody say, I'm so anxious about yesterday. It's always about something in the future. So anxiety is rooted in the past, but we plant it in the future, and it keeps you from living in the present to the fullness of your ability. I'm going to say that again. Anxiety is rooted in the past. Your past experiences makes you anxious about the future, which impedes your ability to live fully in the present. So you are robbing yourself when you are anxious of things that hasn't happened yet. So I promise you, if you're anxious, it hasn't happened yet. So you might as well learn how to not be anxious about anything. What is anything? Anything. Don't be anxious about it. Don't have anxiety. And then it says, but in everything. Now, let me ask you a question. What is everything? Everything. But in everything with gratefulness, with thanksgiving, everything that you have, you should be grateful for. Everything be grateful, and let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which passes all understanding. Now, what is all understanding? It's just simply all understanding. The peace of God is greater than all in other words, if you knew everything, the peace of God is greater than the feeling that you would get if you know everything. And he says that peace will guard your hearts and your mind. And see, here's what I know. Depression and negative thoughts always happen in the mind. It starts in the mind. And so don't be anxious about anything. And so this isn't about anxiety. This is about what the vaccine to anxiety is, and that's being grateful. I once had a client that he every time he would call, I would get I don't know. I got tired of it, quite honestly, because everything was negative. I can't do this, and this exercise was too hard, and I can't even sell anything. People just aren't buying what I'm selling, and blah blah blah. Time after time after time after time, and he started applying anxiety in his life based on the past. He started predicting what the future was going to look like, and I said, "Stop. This is what you're going to do. And you're going to do these things that I'm about to tell you. You're going to do these things before you ever call me again." This is what I told my client. All right. And I said, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get out of bed first thing in the morning. You're going to jump up and you're going to clap your hands together and say, "Today is a great day because I have the ability to get out of bed and process oxygen, breathe, open my eyes. I can see, I can walk. Today is a great day." Listen, there's nothing like winning first thing in the morning. I love winning in the morning. And it's just okay, just think about this. What would happen if tomorrow morning you wake up and you can't open your eyes? When you wake up and you're able to open your eyes and see the sunrise and smell the breakfast or whatever it is, you have something to be grateful for right there. That's a win. So win every morning, win early, and win often. Every morning, be grateful for it. Okay. So I told this guy that you're going to have to wake up, clap your hands, say, "Today's a great day because," and I want 3 things that you're grateful for right off the bat. And then I want you to do 10 jumping jacks right out of bed and really get the blood moving. And he started laughing and he said, "My wife is going to be so annoyed." And I said, "Good, annoy her. Annoy her with your energy, annoy her with your gratefulness." And then I said, after the jumping jacks, I want you to go to the living room with a pen and a notepad, and I want you to write 10 things that you are grateful for. And I don't ever want you to write the same thing ever. Every morning. And during that phone call, he had told me that he can't even sell a product, and his product was around $40,000. He can't even sell anymore. He's just so discouraged. And I said, "And you do those things until you sell one $40,000 product, then you can call me. You do that until you sell a $40,000 product." About a month later, he called, and I knew immediately, as soon as he said hello, that this was a different person. The tonality of his voice was different. He had pep in his step. I could hear it in his voice. And he started telling me about what happened. And he told me his wife asked him, "What are you on?" And he said, "Something Dave KAuffman gave me." And he said it was a gratitude practice. He's practicing gratefulness. He's finding things to be grateful for. And he went on to tell me how his business turned around. And he says, "And I still haven't sold one $40,000 product. I sold 2 of them." I want you to think about that. Gratefulness. It is impossible to be grateful and anxious at the same time. It is impossible to be grateful and mad at the same time. It is impossible to have a grateful thought and a negative thought. It is impossible to have a grateful thought and think something negative at the same time. And I believe gratefulness is missing in a lot of our lives. And I think we should have Thanksgiving every single day, not just one time a year, but gratefulness is something that you and I need to practice every single day. According to Robert E. Emmons, PhD, the world's leading scientist expert on gratitude. I didn't even know there was a study of gratefulness. People that routinely practice gratitude experience a host of benefits, not only physically, but psychologically and socially. I'm going to list some few things off. This is going to surprise some of you. Robert E. Emmons, the world's leading scientific expert on gratitude, says that here are some benefits in your physical body. Your physical body will change if you start really practicing gratitude. He said it supports a stronger immune system. And I know this is to be true because I had heard that you can make somebody sick by planting a thought of sickness in their brain. And so I'm kind of ashamed to tell this story, but I was at a Bible school for 3 weeks, and we were talking about this. My dorm mates were talking about the power of the mind and the power of thought, and somebody had said, well, yeah, I heard that you can make somebody sick by maybe going to him and saying, hey, do you feel okay? And then maybe somebody else coming at a different time and says, wow, are you sure you feel okay? And then somebody else coming at a different time and saying, yeah, are you feeling sick? And just planting. And so we decided, this is where I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but we decided to target the most buff, manly guy in Bible school and see if we can make him sick. And we did this. And just throughout the day, we just asked him, are you feeling okay? Do you feel sick? And by that night, he was sick in bed. Now, if negativity can affect you that way, then positivity and being grateful for something can affect your immune system and make you even stronger. I believe that with my whole heart. So physically, you can have a stronger immune system and less bothered by aches and pains if you have a character of gratitude. You will exercise more. You'll have lower blood pressure. You'll take better care of your health. You'll sleep longer and feel more refreshed upon waking up. What would happen if every night you go to bed and you have 5 things that you're grateful for on your mind as you go to bed? What would happen if every single morning when you wake up, you have 5 things that you're grateful for? Wouldn't it be great to start with a win and end with a win and have winning all day and all night? So physically, it can benefit you by having gratitude. Psychologically, that's your emotions. You'll have higher levels of positive emotion. You'll be more alert, more alive, and more awake if you practice gratitude. You'll have more joy and pleasure in life just from a wholesome point of view, more optimism and happiness. How many of you want all of that? I believe with my whole heart that if you find something to be grateful for, you'll have more to be grateful for. In other words, gratefulness begets gratefulness. Gratefulness breeds more gratefulness, things to be. It's not that you actually get more, but you'll be, hey, I'm thankful for whatever, and that will remind you of where that came from, and you're thankful for that. And so the more you're grateful, the more you will have to be grateful for. It can also benefit you socially. You'll be more helpful to other people, more generous and compassionate. I believe you'll have more forgiveness in your heart if you're more grateful for other people. You'll be more outgoing. You'll feel less lonely and isolated. And that's a big deal in today's society. And so the Bible actually encourages us to live with a heart of thanksgiving, as 1 Thessalonians 5:18 says, give thanks in all circumstances. How much is all? All circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. Even during the moments of when gratitude doesn't come easily or naturally, something may happen Try to find a place of gratefulness in your heart about whatever has happened. Even though it's a tough thing that you're going through, find a place of gratitude. So we can always choose to act grateful, think grateful thoughts, speaks words of gratitude, and the feelings will generally follow. So sometimes you have to prime that pump, like Zig Ziglar used to talk about. If you want gratefulness, you have to put gratefulness in and prime the pump so that more gratefulness will come out. So here's a few ways to bring gratitude into your daily life. And it's number one is just to be intentional. Just be intentional about gratitude. Consider keeping a gratitude journal. Now, I don't know how many of you are into journaling. I'm not really into journaling. About the only journaling I do is my logbook when I fly an airplane because I have to. But I have already, for a certain amount of time, written down things that I'm grateful for. Like, I don't know, how many of you have a favorite pillow in their bed? Like my wife, you know how most of your wives have 27 pillows on your bed, but there's one that I really like. And I'm grateful for that pillow. And I tell God, thank you for this pillow. Thank you for the ability to buy a pillow that I love. And I tell you what, I sleep better because I'm grateful for my pillow. So be intentional. Keep a gratitude journal to help you regularly pause and recognize the things that you appreciate. So even if you don't want to write it down, take a moment each day to focus on specific blessings. They can help you shift your perspective towards gratitude. So just walk out in the morning and just have a posture of gratefulness. And as you stand in your warm living room, for those of you that live up north in the cold, I don't know why y'all do that, but it's your choice. I live in the warmth. I live warm. I can go outside in short sleeve right now, and it's beautiful. I went swimming yesterday in my pool. I don't know why you guys live up north. Anyway, but be grateful for the warm room that you're standing in. When you walk outside and it's cold, be grateful for the coat that you have. And I promise you, if you start practicing gratefulness, you will eventually have so much to be grateful for. And I believe all of these physical, psychological, and social benefits will start following as well. As I said, it's the vaccine to depression and anxiety. So just be intentional. I don't want to say silly because I don't want this to get watered down, because I believe this is a very serious topic and a very serious thing, but be like, it's okay to be thankful for silly things like your pillow or for your jacket or for your air conditioner or for your heater, for those of you that live up north. But so be intentional, really be intentional. Number two, thank God. Like, I believe, you may not, I don't know who all's listening, but I believe that all good things come from God. All blessings come from God and ultimately from God. So thank God. Reflect on the fact that good things come from God and thank Him for them. As Psalms 92, 1 and 2 reminds us, it is good to give thanks to the Lord and to sing praises to your name, to declare your loving kindness in the morning and your faithfulness every night. I mean, start with a win and end with a win. I just came from lunch. I parked my car back here in the parking lot behind me, those of you that are watching live, and I got out of my car and I just had this it was probably because I'm preparing for this talk, but I just had a sense of gratitude of the warm, beautiful day that I have. And I just walked out, raised my hand and said, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you for the beautiful weather that we're having. So Steve Petersheim says, preach it. I didn't know I'm preaching, but hey, my mentor said preach every day, and if necessary, use words. Wilmer Martin says, yes, it says give thanks in all circumstances, not for all circumstances. FaceTime before God is a great way to start the day. That's right. You got to start with a win and end with a win. So thank God. Putting our focus on the one who provides can help us focus on the good instead of the negative things around us. Another way to encourage gratefulness in our lives is to, besides thanking God, is to thank others. I'm going to give y'all some homework. Everyone that's listening, I want to give y'all some homework to do. This is Thanksgiving season. In 2 days, we're going to celebrate what we call Thanksgiving. But I want you to write a note to 5 people. Everyone that listens to this, even on the recordings, you're on the hook. I'm giving you an assignment. Write a note of saying thank you, 5 of them, to 5 different people, saying thank you for whatever they did for you. And I promise you, your heart is going to change. Your mentality about the future will change because you realize all of a sudden that, hey, I am where I'm at because a lot of different people. That's why I have a wall of gratitude. I'm going to turn the camera where you guys can see it if you're live, but I have a wall of gratitude. I probably showed this before, but those are the people that have made a big difference in my life. And I have them on my wall because I'm thankful, I'm grateful for those people that have made a difference in my life. And so when I write a letter or a note of gratefulness to those people, I realize, wow, Delator McNeil really helped me get to where I'm at today. Howard Partridge really helped me get to where I'm today. Barbara D, the lady that helped me write these books, she helped me get these books that have been a blessing to a lot of people and have transformed businesses. And so I'm grateful for every single person up there. Every one of them impacted my life. So right now I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 letters to write of something grateful. You can pick up the phone as I do to these people. You can write a letter, but I want you to practice gratefulness for 5 people. So thank others. Make it a practice to show appreciation to those around you, whether through a written note, text, or a simple thank you. This habit not only strengthens a grateful mindset, but also brings encouragement to those around you. See, gratefulness to others isn't just for me. It also blesses the person you're expressing gratitude towards. And so that's huge. Another way to practice gratefulness is to serve others. If you're able to serve others, that means you're blessed with the ability to serve others. And so be grateful for the ability to serve others and shower blessings upon other people. So stepping outside your own circumstance to serve someone in need, whether through acts of service at home, helping a neighbor, or volunteering through a ministry, can shift your focus beyond yourself and onto others and cultivate gratitude. So here's the deal. Remember, I said several things that it's impossible to do when you're grateful. It's impossible to be grateful and selfish at the same time. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's impossible to be grateful and selfish at the same time. That's powerful. And I'm just telling you right now, we don't understand how powerful gratitude and gratefulness is. And I challenge you to start practicing it. I challenge you to every day find at least 10 things, 5 in the morning, 5 in the evening, that you're grateful for. And express them verbally. Express it to God, express it to your family, express it to your business partner, express it to your employees, express it to the lady at Walmart checkout. I don't care, just express it. And it's not only going to benefit you, but it will also encourage other people. And so serve other people. In helping others, you'll often gain a new appreciation for what you have and experience the joy of giving back. So I want to look into the science of gratitude. So we were kind of just the the touchy-feely emotional part, but there's actually science studies around the science of gratitude. So it says here, research supports the idea that expressing gratitude can lead to a happier, healthier life. Dr. Martin Seligman, a psychologist at the University of Pennsylvania, found that people who wrote and delivered a letter of gratitude to someone whom they have never properly thanked experienced an immediate and lasting boost in happiness. Another study found that couples who expressed gratitude towards each other felt more positive about their relationships and were more comfortable discussing concerns. So, husbands, wives, married people that are listening and watching, here's what I want you to do. I want you to find a quiet place, get your spouse, and I want you to say thank you from the bottom of your heart, face to face, about several things that your spouse does for you, for the family, things that you're grateful for. And I want that to be a weekly session that you do, a gratefulness session with your spouse. Gratitude isn't just good for relationships, it's good for your heart. Woo! Check this out. According to Harvard Health, studies suggest that a positive outlook, including gratitude, can protect against heart disease. That's crazy. In a study of over 70,000 women, those who scored highest in optimism had a significantly lower risk of heart attacks and strokes. Scientists have proposed several explanations for why gratitude and a positive outlook are so beneficial. Negative emotions are often associated with the release of stress hormones. Okay? Remember I said the guy that we helped get sick by suggesting that he doesn't feel good or look good or feeling sick? Those released stress hormones, which stress the body, which lowered the immune system and caused him to get sick. So in a study of 70,000 women, scientists have associated that negative thoughts release stress hormones, which trigger a physical stress response, leading to a higher heart rates and blood pressure. People who have a glass half full mentality to life are less likely to experience this damaging stress response, avoiding the harmful effects that chronic stress can have on the cardiovascular system. Another hypothesis is that those with a positive outlook tend to use healthier coping strategies like problem solving to manage obstacles and stress. On the other hand, individuals with a negative mindset may lean on unhealthy coping mechanisms such as overeating and substance use, which can exacerbate health problems. By training your brain to recognize and counteract negative thinking, you can not only improve your mental health, but also protect your physical well-being. Your heart and health will thank you for it. So there's just a lot of study that we go on to, and I see that I've prepared way too much material, but I want to jump to all the way close to the back and give you 9 ways to feel more grateful. All right. So, the rest of the stuff I had was reaffirming some of these studies, like gratitude can boost your mood. Gratitude helps you strengthen your relationships and things like that. But here are 9 ways to feel, hang on. I have so many papers here. Let's go. Somebody ate my paper. Where's my other paper? I'm missing page 6. Oh, here it is. Got it. I'm still missing a piece of paper. I don't know where it went. I just had it. Anyway, 9 ways to feel more grateful. Number 1, find your why. Why are you grateful? Why is it important? Before anything else, ask yourself why you want to be more grateful. It might be for overall mental health benefits, or you might be looking to have a stronger bond with your friends and family. Whatever your reasoning, know why you want to add more gratitude in your life, and that will keep you motivated. So figure out why. Are you a person that tends to be a little bit negative? And so I believe practicing gratitude will help you to overcome being a little bit negative. So that's a great why. Number 2, start small with adding gratitude to your daily life, and do what I said. Start writing things down. Start making a gratitude list. Number 3, use visual gratitude reminders. So a lot of people that I've coached and help implement some gratitude in their life, they say, well, I forget. Okay. So this is going to sound silly. This is going to sound childish, but the Bible says, unless you're like a child, you won't inherit the kingdom of God. All right. So here's a way to do it. For example, you can use red traffic lights. Whenever you see a red traffic light, boom, you're going to think of gratefulness. I have to be grateful. There's a red traffic light. Or it might be the sound of a creaky door. Every time your door opens, and before I oiled my door, it had a squealing sound. But just associate something that you see every day, like an airplane flying above. Every time you see an airplane up, I have to be grateful for something. What is it? It doesn't matter. Just something to remind you. I've already helped some ladies or clients. That was a lady. She put a rubber band on her wrist to remind her to be grateful. Even if you have to, write on that rubber band, be grateful. But, there's my gratefulness reminder. Be grateful. Find something that will remind you to be grateful. You can do sticky notes. You can put a reminder on your phone. You can have your children remind you. There's no reason for you to forget to be grateful. All right. So number 4, document what you're grateful for. In other words, write it down. Number 5, cultivate feelings of gratitude by saying it out loud. Expressing gratitude can be as simple as saying, thank you. If somebody holds the door for you, acknowledge it with a smile and a thanks. If a friend shares a snack with you, let them know that you appreciate it. Practice expressing gratitude openly. Number 6, practice mindfulness to create an attitude of gratefulness. Being present in the moment allows you to truly appreciate where you are, discovering the power of mindfulness by embracing the present moment by trying gratitude practices. All right, so just be mindful, be aware. I love the saying, you can't be aware of something until first you are aware of something. Number 7, set aside a dedicated gratitude time each day. So whatever time of the day, I like it in the morning and the evening, but just set aside 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you need to practice gratefulness. Number 8, be kind to yourself. I think a lot of times business owners, and I coach business owners all over the country, they're not actually kind to themselves. They're kind to everybody else, but to themselves, we're the hardest on ourselves, and we have to be kind to ourselves. This is going to sound weird. Have you ever thanked God for yourself? Think about it. Have you ever thanked God for yourself? God, I'm grateful that you planned something for me and you created me to do whatever that is. Help me to find what that is, because I'm grateful that you chose me to carry out your plan. There's nothing wrong with that. So be kind to yourself. Try this simple gratitude exercise whenever you need a boost of gratitude. of just being grateful for yourself. Now, here is the 6 benefits. This is the page I was looking for, and it was right in front of me the whole time. 6 benefits of gratitude. So some of these we've covered before, but this is a new list that I found. Gratitude can help you notice the positive in life. How many of you like to be around somebody that's negative? I'll wait. Nobody likes to be around somebody that's negative. So if you tend to be a person that is a little bit more negative, guess what? Gratitude can help you notice the positive things in life. Gratitude reminds us what is important. What are the good things in life? Focus on that. If you focus on the negative things in life, you're going to go into a downward spiral. Focus on the positive things in life. Gratitude encourages you to live in the present right now. Remember what I said? Fear, it's already happened or it's happening right now. Anxiety hasn't happened, but it keeps you from living in the present because you're scared it's going to. So gratitude encourages you to live right now in the fullest you can. Gratitude reduces comparison. Ooh, that's a big thing in today's world. We compare ourselves to our neighbors. We compare ourselves to on social media. We compare ourselves to our business competition. We compare ourselves to the people in church. We compare ourselves, and stop it. Stop comparing. Listen, if God wanted you to be like them, he would have made you them. He wants you to be you. Focus on, it sounds bad, but focus on you. Focus on being the best that you can be in the way that you were created. And so stop comparing yourself to other people. And number 5, gratitude can boost your mood. Think about a time someone thanked you. It felt good, didn't it? When somebody genuinely thanks you for doing something for them, it makes you feel good that they're grateful for what you did. When you feel and express gratitude in your daily life, it improves your mood, but it also improves their mood. Positive emotions grow, and before you know it, you're sharing that happiness with others around you. I promise you, you have never seen a sad person be grateful. You've never seen a down and out person expressing gratitude. It lightens your mood. Last one. Gratitude helps to strengthen relationships. Sharing your gratitude is not just for you. Do it for the other person. When you express it to others, it strengthens bonds. Maybe it's thanking a friend for being there or appreciating a family member's efforts in making dinner. Gratitude is a simple way to make connections even stronger. Gratefulness can change your life. Let's not wait till Thanksgiving to be grateful. Let's do it every single day. Start your day with 5 things that you're grateful for, and end your day with 5 things that you're grateful for. Win in the morning, win in the evening, sleep good, be grateful. God bless you.